Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and thank you for joining me for the next part of our adventure here in Tural, which is going to be the new custom deliveries quest. So we unlock it here in Tuliolo with laying new tracks. So I can't really pronounce her name, but I'll try my best. So we are going to be restoring the railroad, it looks like. There you are, I'm so glad I found you. I work over at Xak Tural Railing. Shenza asked me to send you his way if I happen to see you. Not to alarm you, but there's trouble at the company again. It would mean the world if you could stop by and speak with him. He said he'd be waiting for you at Shaaloani station. So, heading back to... I'm not sure where exactly, but I think it's the springs. So yes, these are the new custom deliveries. Quite eager to see how well they'll go. My hopes aren't exactly high. But you know what? I've been wrong about this game before, so I'm hoping for being pleasantly surprised. Sweet baby Sunbeard, it's Claire! What a relief to see you! Sweet baby Sunbeard? Never heard that one before. First, I want to say how much we all appreciate you and the Dawn servants for finding a solution to our noise problem. With our new and improved train ready to roll, Xak Tural Railing is back in business. For some reason, things have grown tense between Nitowikwe and the chief. When we ask them about it, they insist that nothing's wrong. That's why we need you, Claire. After all you've done for us, they'd be fools not to trust you. So what do you say? Will you help us figure out what's got them so hot under the collar? I mean, I kind of feel like this isn't really our business. They're at the office now over in the Springs. Go on ahead and I'll be right behind you. Yeah, I am not bothering with some of these names. I really am not. Like, some of these names are as long as the alphabet. Like, come on. It's like they just pull out the most random letters and sounds just to make it look cool. Inside, it looks like... Yeah, here they are. Shenza, Zapaya, you two didn't ask her here, did you? See what I mean? The whole damn company can tell that something's off. Nitowikwe, we need to come to an agreement on this. Well, nothing you say is going to change my mind, so I suggest you start listening to reason. Reason? Give me one good reason that we ought to take you out of the driver's seat. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Look at you all, shaking like runic calves. Why are you three even here? The boys got so worried that they came crying to you? Oh, well, I'm sorry they dragged you into this. Now that you're here, though, I reckon we could use an unbiased perspective. Fine, you want the full story? Well, why else would we be here? As you all know, Valcona and Claire went to great lengths to help us construct a much quieter locomotive. We've resumed northbound service to just outside of Vanguard, where the track ends, but our work is far from over. As it stands, our company is faced with 2 large-scale projects. The first is to keep our daily operations running smoothly in order to bring in revenue. Business as usual, in other words. The second, however, is a new challenge, reconnecting the tracks through Vanguard to Shaaloani Station. We're willing to perform the repairs ourselves, of course, but the land now falls under Alexandria's dome, beyond our jurisdiction. We can't just leave the tracks as they are, so I've been negotiating with the Wing of Reflection behind the scenes to make the necessary arrangements. On top of all his other duties, of which there are far too many, the new train is, in many ways, still a prototype, and we have a supply shortage. That's why I offered to step down from driving to run the station, but this oaf won't even consider it. He'd rather work himself into an early grave, I suppose. There's an easy solution, just hire someone else to run the storefront. He just knows you're happiest at the throttle is all. It's clear you're both worried sick about each other, so why not? The point is, I wouldn't need to give up driving if we could just convince a competent artisan to keep us stocked. Yeah, well, I guess that's why we're here, right? Why are they always so surprised to hear that she's an artisan? You take commissions, Claire? Well, now that changes things. With fewer duties on the administrative side, she could manage both well enough. Can I count on you to assist Nitowikwe with our daily operations then? Thank you, Claire. You'll be an asset to the railing. Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you step outside with me for a moment? Right, now that Claire has matters well in hand, the two of us had better get back to work. Thanks again. Words can scarcely express how relieved I am to have your help in this, Claire. Now I'll get straight to the point. You ever tried keeping a locomotive quiet? It'll take plenty of polish and plenty more maintenance, keeping everything in pristine condition. To ensure the work flows smoothly, allow me to introduce you to our local vendors. And they just happen to be on standby. If you require any materials, there's a good chance Pia Piwi sells them. As for Kinawana, she'll take your scripts in exchange for a variety of quality goods. Anyway, I'll leave you to get started. Whenever you have something to deliver, come and ask me. Okay, so the first custom deliveries for Dawn Trail is now officially unlocked. Hey, satisfaction guaranteed. Thanks for coming, Claire. We need all the help we can get to keep our new train running whisper quiet. Okay, so we've done this before. I really am not in the mood to go out gathering, to be honest. Just having a quick look. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything by accident. Condensed solution. And the Sweet Dreamer's stall. No, it doesn't look like anything else. Oh, wait. Where'd that come from? Huh. Alright. I didn't know that was there. See, that's why you check everything, people. Always a good idea. I think we'll go ahead and craft it. That's probably going to be a lot faster. Okay, so just... at least we have an idea of what's coming our way. So let's go speak with this guy. And we only need 3, right? 6? I'll get 6 just in case. But I think it's only going to be 3. Okay, so it's probably not that much fun watching me craft, so let's skip ahead just a little. Alright. Let's turn these in. The key to keeping the train running quiet is to minimize creaks and groans. That's why we regularly polish any parts that are quick to wear, like the wheels. Claire, you've outdone yourself. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. I know our engineers will be pleased as punch about this delivery. Wait here while I get it all squared away for him, will you? Sorry, it took a while. As I was shelving the supplies, Wawlika got curious to see your handiwork. Suffice it to say, you've exceeded his expectations too. Again, they're always so surprised. We really owe you, Claire. With our train running so quietly, the Ronik are back to grazing undisturbed, and the locals have you to thank for that. The passengers like it too, and when they're happy, the railing's happy. Watching these dome folk cry tears of joy after being kept from Shaaloani for so long, I couldn't be prouder of our work. Oh, they're probably just so happy to see the sun and the sky again, not have to live under the constant gloom and doom of lightning. Speaking of which, there was another project I'd like your help with. Give me some time to iron out the particulars and I'll be in touch, alright? Okay, marriage mediator. Well, that's a new one. Okay, so she has a new favor to ask of us. Why am I not surprised? Now then, I'd like to speak with you about the next project I have in mind, something I think our passengers need. For the Dome Dwellers, some 30 years have passed, yeah? That would explain why so many of our southbound riders are middle-aged and older. Yet save for our noise-dampening efforts, the train has largely remained the same. particularly the interior. With poor lighting and hard wooden seats, I doubt our elderly passengers will find it as tolerable as before, so it's time we made some improvements. I mean, the train ride's not that long, right? Going forward, we're looking for supplies or materials to brighten up and soften our carriage interiors. I hope we can count on you. Give an elm, they'll take a mom. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple seats. These seat materials. Just who I was hoping to see. We're remodeling the carriage interiors for a more comfortable ride. As I said before, many passengers traveling outside the dome are of an age where rest is paramount. I like for them to be seated comfortably. Again, I don't think that the ride is that long. I think they should really focus more on, making sure the train's safe and everything. That's just me. Appreciate everything you're able to bring us, Claire. Because of you, I can manage operations from the driver's cab if need be. And on my days off, whenever you're not around, I sit in the office and balance the books. It was rough going at first, but I nearly got the hang of it now. Oh, come on, it's only been one day. Alright, so let's go ahead and pause it there. I will be right back. At least from your perspective, I'll be right back. For me, it's going to be a tad longer. Okay, hey everyone, welcome back. This is the next part of our custom deliveries. So let's go ahead and speak with her and see what we can do next. Yeah, so last time we went ahead and helped fix up some comfortable seating for them. Let's go ahead and turn them in for this week. Our seats must not only be comfortable, but durable enough to withstand near constant use around the clock. There, you've outdone yourself. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. Perfect. I reckon that's the last of the materials we'll need to finish remodeling the passenger cars. We've been making slow, steady progress so far, whenever we can find time between rides. After all, more comfortable interiors will bring in even more passengers eager to ride. And with more passengers, our dream of rail expansion won't be far off. Sorry to bother you. Here to ride the rails, I take it? How can we help? Well, I need to visit a relative in Shaaloani, but the train will only take me as far as Vanguard, right? I'd rather not wander around blindly inside that massive fortress. Could you tell me how to get through? Can you handle this, Claire? I dare say you know Vanguard better than any of us. I think that's a massive oversight. I see. Ah, I see. I think I got it. Probably. I'll figure it out. Thank you so much. Yeah, they might want to hire a guide or two, to lead them around. Huh. I'd rather send the poor soul with a guide just to be safe. Do you reckon there are any dome dwellers planning to take the next northbound train? For my own peace of mind, I think I'd ask around. Wait here, alright? Custom caretaker. Okay, so a new favor to ask of us. Doesn't she always? I'm back. Luckily, I managed to flag down a friendly Alexandrian to escort him. No, that's lucky. What are the odds? Now that I think of it, I suspect that man's not the only rider with apprehensions about the fortress. But we can't count on passing dome dwellers to do the job every time. We need a more reliable option. Yes, hire a tour guide. Our passengers are paramount. If you ask me, they're the only reason we have a business at all. Well, isn't that true to most businesses? That's it! I got it! The next project will have to wait. This takes priority. Based on your descriptions of Vanguard's floor plan, we could print guidebooks and pass them out on every northbound service. Hard to get lost with a map in hand, right? I don't know, I mean, people can still get lost going in a straight line. I have a little sister and I honestly swear to God I've seen her get lost going in straight lines. I'll see if I can get my paws on a printing press. Bring me the paper and ink and you'll be rewarded with a publisher's credit on each copy. How's that sound? Publisher's credit. I honestly think it would probably be easier and cheaper just to hire a guide. Because I swear to God, like, even with a map in hand, people who just don't have a sense of direction, they'll get lost. My little sister is proof of that. I've seen her get lost going down the street. She gets turned around and not able to find her way back. Okay, just skipping ahead. Okay, so that's 3. Have you any experience in map making, Claire? We'd like to help our riders find their way around inside Vanguard. Well, I can't say for sure about map making, but we're pretty good at collecting maps, at least. As long as our maps are made with durable paper and long-lasting ink, they can be folded and unfolded as many times as necessary to get their owners through Vanguard. Claire, you've outdone yourself. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. You know, it shouldn't be that hard. It's just kind of like a straight line going through Vanguard, right? Appreciate everything you're able to bring us, Claire. Because of you, I can manage operations from the driver's cab if need be. And on my days off, whenever you're not around, I sit in the office and balance the books. It was rough going at first, but I've nearly got the hang of it now. So that's the second quest taken care of, so let's go ahead and skip forward to the next one. For you, anyway. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. Hello everyone! Welcome back to the next part of our custom deliveries here in Shaaloani. So let's go ahead and just get it over with as soon as we can. Yep, so she's going to be asking us about the map making. We are here to help her create maps so the passengers can get through Vanguard. Personally, I'm still of a mind to think that it would be just so much easier and cheaper just to hire a tour guide. Fade-resistant pigment is essential to retain the final details of our maps. Without it, I fear our riders might lose their bearings entirely. With this, we have enough materials to place a free map on each passenger seat. Now we just need to print the damn things. Take a look, Claire. I have our first batch of maps. In addition to the ones we'll be placing on each carriage seat, I figure we ought to keep a few in the office too. What do you think? I was wondering what got our Nitowikwe in such a chipper mood. Nice to see you, Claire. I take it everything's going well. Lately, I've been planning on how we'll lay tracks through Vanguard to link back up with Shaaloani Station. There are a few factors to consider, our budget not least among them. In hindsight, it's more than I could have managed while running operations at the same time. Thank you both for enabling me to focus on this. Compared to the rail expansion project, this is like water rolling off a Ruinek's back. Oh, Nitowikwe, what would we ever do without you? Right then, I should get back to work. Take it easy, ladies, and give me a shout if you need anything. You know, he's one of the good ones. He really is. Engineer and advocate. And now we have a brand new quest. A new favor to be asked of. That man. Whenever he hears you're in town, he comes racing out to see you. Of course, most of the time you have already gone by then. Anyway, now that the map-making business is settled, there was another commission I wanted to ask of you. This one's not for the riders, but the crew. With the many modifications we made to reduce noise and repel the Ruinek, the train now needs quite a lot of additional upkeep. So I figured I'd do what I can to minimize the hassle by putting in an order for some top-notch maintenance supplies. Can I count on you, Claire? Of course you can. It's not like I got a choice in the matter, now do I? Engineers need supplies to complete their tasks. I don't suppose you have any, do you, Claire? So, sanitizing fluid, honeycomb sponge, and tools. Alright, I think you all know the drill by now. I'll be back in just a second. I'm just speeding things up a little bit. Alright, that's 3 done. Let's turn them in. The engineers need supplies to complete their tasks. Yeah, we know. Engineers like Shenza and Zapra are the grease that keeps our reels turning. They'd be fools not to make sure their toolboxes are well stocked. Claire, you've outdone yourself. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. Yeah, we've heard. I appreciate everything you're able to bring us, Claire. Because of you, I can manage operations from the driver's cab if need be. And on my days off, whenever you're not around, I can sit in the office and balance the books. Was rough going at first, yeah. Heard that before. Okay, so I think that's another quest down. So, I guess I'll be back, at least for you guys, in just a few quick seconds. I'll see you next week. Hello everyone, welcome back to hopefully what should be the last of the quest lines that we have here for the custom deliveries. So let's go ahead and turn what we have in, which is just going to be more tools for the crew. Or at least in this case, it's the industrial sanitizing fluid. Any train that runs on ceruleum is bound to get soddy. Fortunately, this industrial-grade soap makes cleaning slightly less of a hassle for our engineers. There, you've outdone yourself. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. Wait right here, I gotta show the boys. They'll be ecstatic. Guess what, Claire? When I showed them your latest delivery, they insisted on thanking you themselves. Claire, you rascally aspess. These supplies you brought us are better than I could have dreamed. You should hear what the others are saying. They like the feel of the tools so much they're half a mind to build another train. It's about time. You know, I've been thinking perhaps our next model ought to fly. We already have that. They're called airships. With the dome's technology, that may just be possible, but can it still be called a train if it doesn't need tracks? Then again, when it comes to trains, perhaps no dream is too big. If we were me, why, I recreate the Dawn Blazer, armed to the spokes with weaponry. Yeah, can you imagine something like that, like barreling towards you? That's a terrifying thought. We can discuss your ideas in further detail after our railroad spans the length of Tural. Now get back to work! It's great to see the boys so passionate about their work. Thanks again, Claire. Yeah, it's always such a nice thing. If you have a little more time to spare, I have an update about our progress. So we are now considered the savior of the railing. That's a big title. Okay, it seems she wants to speak with us. Oh no, what's going on now? The weight of a train. I can't thank you enough, Claire. Your contributions have kept both our operations and the train running smoother than a Roanex's backside. Everyone settled into a rhythm, passengers and staff alike. And because of that, Wawlika has made progress on the railroad repair project. Remember the business proposal he was drafting? He submitted it to the Wing of Reflection, and they granted us clearance to begin construction. As a matter of fact, Wawlika helped in the negotiations and recruited some Alexandrian engineers to come and help. They should be arriving any minute. Well, I guess you won't need us anymore. Seeing as you know these folks, I reckon you ought to attend. Head to Shaaloani Station and I'll be there once I rounded up the others. Well, they're all eager. Where are they? I asked Wawlika to have them wait here after deboarding. I'll give them a break. Oh, look who it is! Forgive me the delay, everyone. I confess I have long sought the opportunity to explore my mother's homeland and found myself distracted upon arriving. Oh, it's you! Oh, she had said that she had been wanting to do that, didn't she? Oh, and Jeannolt. Well, if it ain't Claire. Mighty fine place y'all have here. Oh boy, we have a friend that we could introduce you to. It is her! What in the world are you doing here? Oh, funny story. It's great to meet the face behind the letters. I'm Wawlika, stationmaster of Xak Tural Railing. We enlisted Claire to assist with our operations. Wawlika's a good friend, and when she made mention of your plans to reconnect the rails, we were glad to volunteer. And this is our mediator from the outskirts, closest settlement to Shaaloani stations. I come on behalf of our leader, Pipone. We welcome the reopening of Shaaloani Station, and as such, we are willing to discuss a loan of laborers to your cause. That would be great help. We prepare to invest as many resources as we can, but the work will go faster with more hands. Likewise, it would be our pleasure to help you build the bridge between our two communities. This undertaking will change countless lives for the better, and I can't wait to see how it will bring people together. Great to have you all on board. Here's a copy of the proposal for your reference. But first, you folks deserve some time to experience the lands outside the dome. Your next destination is the palace, I take it? Go and enjoy Tuliolo. I've never known a more vibrant city. Much obliged, Wawlika. When we return, let's get down to business, eh? Like, I feel like we have to bring him to Geralt. Like, I feel like we have to bring these two together. It's gonna be awesome and terrifying at the same time. Right, you all go on and head back to work without me, will you? I'll be along later. What's the problem now? What's gone into her now? Look, I need to get this paperwork back to the office. Can you check on her for me? So she's around here. Yeah, I see her. It's just a lot to care about, you know? What? Didn't think me the type to wax sentimental? Well, you caught me. I'm not like you or the Dawn servants. I can't twist myself into knots over the plight of a stranger. I'm just a train driver. I already had my hands full with Wawlika and our staff and our riders. Then I met you and everything changed. That girl was right. We are building a bridge. Soon our reach will extend farther than I ever dreamed possible and, well... As happy as I am to have more freight, sometimes I worry my engine's too weak to carry it, so to speak. But Wawlika's poured his soul into this railroad, and so have I. Of all the many people it brings into our lives, not one of them is a stranger to me. You think I agreed to drive the Dawn Blazer on a lark? It was because you got us the timber for new railroad ties. You earned my trust with that, Claire. Really? Doesn't seem like that was all that special. And your presence here today proves that it's paid off. Stop, stop! I've had my fill of thank yous. Besides, I was prepared for the worst that day. Supposing fate decided that was my last drive, I would have spent my final moments furious at myself for missing what came next. I wouldn't have regretted it, though. Not if it kept all my loved ones safe from harm. It's a lot to juggle, isn't it? Caring for so many. But I reckon I'll simply have to figure it out as I go. Yeah, that's kind of what we have to do, right? Claire, Nitowikwe. We were, just wondering what was taking the two of you so long. Something I should know about? Oh, you know me. I was just giving Claire one of my usual lectures on the unparalleled superiority of our locomotives. Yeah, I don't think he believes her. Damn right! Have you told her all of the improvements we made with the prototype? Enough chit-chat. There's still so much to be done if we're to make this cross-country rail into a reality. I guess that's gonna be it for now. I always have mixed feelings when I finish up a series of quests like this. Listen, Claire, that conversation was intended for your ears only, alright? Don't go blabbing to anyone. Who would believe me? Now then, I foresee a lot of hustle and bustle once the repair project takes off, so I think I'll keep running operations for the time being. I'd appreciate your continued support whenever you have time to provide it. You'll be duly compensated, of course. We may need to stock up on a few things, so I hope you're not opposed to repeat commissions. Before I forget, I'll be learning to work the ticket booth next, so... Look, you know a thing or two about being in the public eye, right? I have no interest in fashion, but if I'll be speaking with customers, I figure I should try to look more presentable. So if you have any ideas for a work uniform, bring them by. That's right, we can change her outfit now, can't we? I'm not sure what we could use for her, but I'll figure it out eventually. Perfect timing, Claire. If you brought any track laying materials, I'll be more than happy to take them off your hands. Okay, so the repair kit... You know the drill. I'll be back in just a sec. There we are. Train tracks aren't built solely with timber and spikes. It takes a great many materials to lay rail, and we require exceptional quality to ensure the safety of our passengers. Yeah, we've outdone ourselves like we always do. And it does look like we have another quest after this, so... I'm wondering if it's going to be a long one. I don't think it should be. Thanks for another great delivery, Claire. The boys get so giddy when we hear that you're coming. Even Wawlika. Then again, I reckon I'm no different. Getting my paws on those much-needed supplies is always the highlight of my day. But I'd be lying if I said your presence wasn't any less heartening. I don't know. I don't feel like we deserve all the praise this time in Dawn Trail. That's just me. Anyway, we will be heading out in just a quick second, but I'll be back in just a moment to complete what looks like the final quest. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We are going to complete the last quest that we have here for the custom deliveries. And it actually looks like we're going to be getting a very special reward for doing this. His heart blazes on. Ah, Claire, glad you're here. Zadpa told me he needs to speak with you. As for why he didn't simply track you down himself, your guess is as good as mine. At any rate, you'll find him over at Shaaloani Station. Safe travels. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to find us these days. Like, I reckon if you just go ahead and set something on fire, we'll show up pretty quickly. That's generally how it happens, right? Claire, perfect timing. You see, I have a problem. It's the Dawn Blazer. I know she detonated in the line of duty, but try as I might, I can't get that armored angel out of my mind. After she came up in conversation the other day, it relit a fire in me. One thing led to another, and I found myself stitching together a little something inspired by her design. I know how crazy that must sound, Claire, but I'd really love for you to have this ensemble. An ensemble? Ooh. And if it's not to your liking, maybe you could find a roundabout way of asking Nitowikwe what she thinks of it. Just think about it, alright? Together we can keep her memory alive. Through us, the Dawn Blazer will ride on. So this is the outfit I've heard so much about. Let's just see really quick. Not bad. Kind of picking up a little bit of, like, gathering gear mixed with Zero, you know? Anyway, that's it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the custom deliveries here, and that you'll be looking forward to next time. So until then, take care.